students, in this video I will teach you chapter 16, light. So what is light? I will explain you with the help of example. If you are entering in a dark room, you are not able to see anything. But if you are entering in a lighted room, you are able to see everything. Why are you able to see everything? Because of the presence of light. It means with the light you are able to see all the objects which are present in the room. So what is light? Light is a form of energy which enable us to see around us. There are so many phenomena associated with the light, like twinkling of a star, formation of rainbow. These all phenomena are because of what? Light. Now the thing is, how are you able to see the different objects because of light? So first of all, we will study what are the different types of objects. There are two different types of object. One is luminous and second is non-luminous. So what is the luminous object? Luminous objects are those objects which have their own light. It means if the object has its own light, that is known as what object? Luminous object. Like if I am taking example of the sun. Sun is which object? Luminous object. It is a natural object. And if we are taking bulb, bulb is which object? Bulb is also luminous object, but it is an artificial object. So luminous object can be natural as well as artificial. Now there are so other examples of luminous object, like tube light is also luminous object. Lamp is also luminous object. Now what are non-luminous objects? Are those objects which do not have their own light. Now what are the examples of it? Like chair. Chair is which object? Non-luminous object. Is it having own light? No, it doesn't have its own light. In the same manner, table is also which object? Non-luminous object. If you are taking example of the moon, moon is also which object? Non-luminous object. You can see the moon because of which object? Because of the sun. Because the moon is reflecting the light of the sun. So now the thing is, how are we able to see this luminous and non-luminous object? Luminous objects we can see because they are emitting their light. But how are we able to see non-luminous objects? They are not emitting their own light. So we are able to see these non-luminous objects because of one phenomena. And what is that phenomena called? That phenomena is called what? Reflection. So first of all, what is reflection of light? Reflection means like if the bouncing back of light rays in the same medium on striking the surface is called reflection of light. Whatever the light will fall on any object and that object is reflecting back the light, that is known as which phenomena? That is known as reflection. Like if I am taking this table, how are you able to see this table? First of all, I am taking this luminous object. This luminous object is torch. So from the any luminous object, the light will fall on this table. And what is this ray called? Whenever this light is falling from this luminous object, what is this ray called? This is called incident ray. And this table will reflect the light rays, or we can say it will bounce back the light rays. And that ray which is reflected by it, that is known as which ray? That is reflected ray. And this reflected ray will enter in our eyes, due to which we are able to see these objects. So it means that we can see all the non-luminous object because of the phenomena of reflection. If this phenomena will not take place, we are not able to see any object. So if in a lighted room the objects are lying, all the non-luminous objects we can see because of which phenomena? Reflection. So we can see luminous object because they are emitting the light, and we can see non-luminous object because of phenomena what? Reflection. Now the next thing is laws of reflection. What are the different laws of reflection? The first law of reflection is the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. What is the meaning of this? Like, if mirror is there, whenever we are taking any smooth surface, the reflection process will be more. Like if we are taking wooden surface or a polished wooden surface, so from which surface reflection will be more? Reflection will be more from the smoother one. So polished wooden surface, from this surface the reflection process will be more. So whenever the light is falling on the mirror, this ray is known as which ray? Incident ray. And the light ray which is going back after striking the mirror, that ray is known as reflected ray. And the ray which is making 90-degree angle with the mirror, that ray is called normal ray. You can check, this normal ray is making 90-degree angle with the mirror. And there will be one angle between the incident ray and normal ray. What is this angle called? This is called angle of incidence. And there is another angle between the normal and reflected ray, that is known as what? Angle of reflection. Yeah. So what is the first law of reflection? The angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So if this angle will be 30 degree, this angle of reflection will also be 30 degree. If this will be 40 degree, so this angle of reflection will also be 40 degree. So this is the first law of reflection. Now the second law of reflection, the incident ray, normal ray and reflected ray lie in the same plane. Now what is the meaning of this? Suppose if I will take this board is hanging on the wall. So this board will be plane 1 and this wall will be plane 2. It means two plane are there. This is the plane 1 and this is the plane 2. So this board is the plane 1 and this wall is representing plane 2. Now if we will take, this is the incident ray. This is the incident ray and this ray is striking with the mirror. So whenever the incident ray is striking with the mirror, so the ray will be reflected. And what is that ray called? That is called reflected ray. Now you can check, this reflected ray will be till plane 1. We can't see this reflected ray on the plane 2. It means that whenever the same plane will be there, so these all rays will lie in the same plane. You can check here the incident ray, reflected ray, and if I will draw normal ray here, so this all rays will lie in the same plane. So these all rays are in the plane 1. This is not going to the plane 2. So this is the second law. The incident ray, normal ray and reflected ray lie in the same plane. So these are the two laws of reflection and these are very important laws of reflection. Now I will explain you properties of image formed by plane mirror. So what is the first property? That is object height is equal to image height. Like you can see here, person is standing in front of a plane mirror. So this is a plane mirror and person is standing here. So whatever the person's height will be there, same will be image height. Suppose person's height is 5 feet. So image height will also be what? 5 feet. Second is object distance is equal to image distance from the mirror. Suppose if I am taking the distance between the mirror and object is 5 centimeter. So what will be the distance between image and plane mirror? That will also be 5 centimeter. But if I will ask a question, what is the distance between object and the image? That will be total what? That will be 10 centimeter. Now the third property is virtual and erect. What is the meaning of virtual image? Virtual image means the image which cannot be obtained on a screen. That is, image is what image? Virtual image. Erect image means that is the straight image. Like, what is the virtual image? The image is forming here. Yes. If I will keep a white screen here, so we can't get the image on the white screen. That image is which image? Virtual image. If we are able to get image on the screen, that image is which image? Real image. But here we can't get the image on the screen, so that's why this is which image? Virtual image. And erect image means the top part of an object is the same like the top part of image. Bottom part of an object is same as the bottom part of image. So this is known as what? This is known as erect image. Inverted means like if the top will appear as a bottom in the image and the bottom will appear as the top in the image. So this is known as what? That is known as inverted. But in the plane mirror, you will be able to see what type of the image? That is the erect image. Now the last property is laterally inverted. What is the meaning of laterally inverted? Laterally inverted means like if you are raising your right hand, so in the mirror it appears that you have raised your hand. Which hand? Left hand. So if you are writing with your right hand, in the mirror it appears that you are writing with your left hand. So this is the example of laterally inverted. In the same manner, in the alphabets, you can check that which alphabets appears as a laterally inverted. Like B will appear as a laterally inverted. Tell me, O will appear as a laterally inverted? No, it will appear as the same one. Now you can check with the real life example. In the ambulance, it is never written in the straight form. It is written in this form. So whenever the person is sitting in a car and a person sees in the rear view mirror, so this ambulance can be seen in his mirror in this form. While on ambulance, it is not written in that form.